Hey guys, welcome to the newsletter for the week of June the 15th. We started off the week with a crazy gap higher overnight on Sunday night in the futures market, and that was on um, the potential for a peace deal. Now I'm recording this on Monday afternoon, so I don't know what's going to happen on Tuesday, but we had over here we were up at 150 points at one time today on the ES. I mean, again, very large gap up here. You can see the gap right there. So it is a new all-time high in the ES. Now it's not in the SPX right here because we also had futures rollover, and I'll show you how that works in just a second. But so the high in the SPX 7620, and we're at 7560 kind of roughly. So we're still 60 points away kind of ish from that. I suspect we will get there, this week. I don't know. Again, this is, we've had for the last all through this, we've had we got a peace deal, we got a peace deal, we got a peace deal, and then it kind of falls through. I don't know if that will be the case with this one, but in any case, we'll see. Also, one more thing real quick. So on the ES, let me show you this on the daily. So we had the futures rollover. Sorry, let me get this 2-day. So last night in the overnight session, we had a big gap up. Actually, let me do this. Let me get 5 days for you. Sorry. There. So as you can see, you see the ES, if you look sideways, ESU 26, so that's the gap from the futures rollover into the new futures contract. That's part of the reason for the gap up, but a bigger part is, of course, the backdrop of the peace deal. So we'll see what happens. But the stock that we're going to highlight and recap is a stock. Now, I put this on the newsletter on 5/5/27. I highlighted this stock, Nebius Group, NBIS. And if you looked, and we went over this in the newsletter, I hope you guys are getting all the newsletters. I said that this looks pretty good. A lot of reasons. You can go back and watch that if you want to, but I highlighted that on 5/27. I think that's it right there. Let me hover over this. If you look down at the bottom down here at the date, 5/27. So that's the newsletter that came out that I highlighted that on. And it was about $200. If you see to the right there, $199.15. So it's about $200, and it immediately went to about 278, and it's come back down. And I actually did another trade on it here in the main room. It's at 260 right now. So let's look at the trade. So I posted this in the main room. We went over it. I did a butterfly. Basically, this was kind of to get a run into earnings. Now I post this as one contract because I don't know how big account people are trading. You can size this way up or down. It's a pretty wide butterfly. I did 270, 310, 350 strikes, and I went out to July because out here they don't report earnings till around the first part of August. So if we come to our trade tab, I was trying to go as far as I could and use the monthly options here and not so much the weeklies, more from a volume standpoint than anything else. And we had a huge gap up today. Look at this. So today, with the overall market, 27 points. We're up almost 12% on the day. So we're basically getting to our target early. And that it's not a terrible problem to have because we're right. We're right on the movement. I was been bullish on this thing for a little while. But again, my target there on the center of the butterfly is 310. Now we're still at 260, so this is fine. The good problem is if we start to overshoot it, we'll close it up here on this upper end somewhere, and it'll still be a profit. On one contract, it'd still be probably $200-300. Obviously, if we're in the middle, so we're risking $425 in the center here, it's worth $3,500 if it were to pin. Now, the question came up in the room today, how do we make this wider, and why would we want to make it wider? Well, if we go over here to 17 July, now our expected move is 72 points, which gets us to about 330. And so if it keeps going without pulling back, we could overshoot it. And you can see right here, that's the 300 strike with all the volume. I actually went to 310 to give it more wiggle room on the upside and to be even a little bit more bullish, honestly. But let me show you the trade here. So I said, and if you're in the main room, kind of, I'll post this if you're in this trade. I said we could consider adding an additional fly with different strikes up above it. And what that does is all these strikes are 20 points higher than the original butterfly. So basically have two butterflies, overlapping each other like that. And which gives it, the original trade had $3,500 in profit. This has got $5,125. Um, I don't know if we'll end up adding that or not, but that's kind of cool. You have a lot of flexibility. You just need to be careful that you're not canceling out strikes. So that's the trade I've got for us at the moment. Nothing to do on it. It's working fine. It's getting it's getting to our target a little faster than I would like. We still got 32 days on it. But again, the expected move is 72 points. So 72 points gets us to here, and we're still inside the body of the trade at that point. And the trade works great. So if we get here near the end of the trade, T+1 line goes like that, and it's a nice win. So I hope you guys got that. If not, let me know. And if it pulls back, this is still valid. It's just more expensive now. I still like it. And again, we might try to widen this thing out a little bit like that. I don't know. We'll see. But stay tuned, and I'll let you guys know if we do. So let me wind up. I want to keep it short and sweet. And with that, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll have some good trade tips for you for the Thursday video. We've got a lot to see, well, not to work out, to see if the market keeps going this week or not. The trade deal is not supposed to be accepted until Friday or announced on Friday, so we'll see. So with that, good trading, keep some powder dry. There's going to be a lot of opportunities coming up, and have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.